Hey everyone, Pumpkin here. Today I wanted to showcase a game where being greedy is sometimes, well, your only way out and your best line of play. I was playing a control monster deck, which has been pretty popular on ladder for the last couple hours or day or two. And I was in a pretty tough position, and well, I don't want to spoil it, but let's play some suboptimal plays in order to have a more optimal play later on. If you haven't seen this list, I'll go through it very quickly. It is a very control-oriented list. You may have seen it on ladder. It's very focused around artifacts. Leader, Woodland Spirit, general idea with this is save it for round 3, play it on a Witcher, or play it on one of your werewolves in round 3 as a 12 point play. It would be similar to Ethne, except it's proactive points instead of reactive points. Ragnar, strong ability, does 2 damage a turn forever, well, for that round. And you have a bronze lower down here, Drowner, which allows you to move units back into the weather. So Drowner, or Ragnar usually just gets good value in a long round. Sea Hill, don't really need to explain it, very strong card. Caretaker, very strong with Sea Hill, very strong with Tainted Ale. Scorch, very strong card. You use cards like Sea Hill, Spearmaster, Scale Shield to line up large Scorchers, large Epidemics. Same goes for Tainted Ale. Blackblood. Next time an enemy receives a boost, destroy that unit. So you can use this with Wyvern Scale Shield or Thunderbolt to boost one of your opponent's units, and it'll kill that unit. Very useful in killing very large units or engines that you normally wouldn't be able to deal with. Witchers, they're in every deck. Lots of tempo. Usually your final tempo push in round 1 when you need to secure the round. Thunderbolt potions are proactive. You play them on the board. If your opponent interacts with them and remove them, fine. If not, cool. Predatory Dive. Each player destroys their lowest unit. So generally you play this when you have no units on the board because, well, you're not really playing many units. So this is similar to an Epidemic in that it destroys the lowest unit, but it's a singular unit. So your opponent plays an engine, you play Predatory Dive and remove the engine. Very straightforward. Wyvern Scale Shield, as I mentioned earlier, works very well with Blackblood, and you can use it to buff your other units. The reason there's only one is because sometimes it can be awkward because there are times when you don't actually have a unit on the board. But you can use it to line up cards like Scorch and Epidemic. Mastercraft of Spear, similar to Sea Hill, allows you to line up for Scorch and Epidemic. Very strong card in the long round. Drowner, you can use this to kill units, but more often than not, I use it to simply replace units back into R&R to get good value. Werewolf, 4 points, immune. You stick it on the board, your opponent can't touch it. Just be careful if you do play this card. Don't play it early on because it can mess up your Epidemic and Scorch. Generally, you want to save this later into the round. If your hand is pretty large, or sorry, let's say you have like 2 Epidemics and a Tainted Ale in your hand in round 3, you can actually opt to play Woodland Spirit into Werewolf pretty early on because your opponent won't be able to remove it as it is immune. This doesn't work in the mirror matchup or against an Ethne control list because they do play Scorch, so be careful of that. But most other lists don't play any tall removal. I guess Gigny, but the row shouldn't be over 15, so this shouldn't be an issue. Wolfpack, 2 deals 2, strong card. It's good removal. It helps line up cards like Sea Hill. Archspore, it's a 1 that deals 2. Deathwish, another 2, so it's generally 5 points on the board. Another good card. So very straightforward list. Generally, just like any other control deck, you want to win round 1. Dry pass round 2, go into a long round 3, try to get large Epidemics or Scorches or Sea Hill value. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. Here's my Mahakam game board. The Mahakam game board is really dark, so I don't want to use it. Maybe 1 coin, which is good. 1 Witcher is good. 2 immune is... How can you bleed round 1 if everything you play dies? You just have to save your Witchers for the end. Right? What you should do, just play lots of little stuff, right? Play like a 1, a 1, a 1. Or not 1s, obviously. Play your worst cards in your hand. And just keep doing that. And then save an explosive card like Witcher's Roach towards the end, and then your opponent won't be able to catch up and you take the pass. Why didn't he play his leader? He wants to save it.
None shall tread on us.
This is gonna get sappers. I think this is my worst matchup. Because the list should be playing 2 sappers and Frenzy Dow, which is triple artifact with removal, and that's very strong against this deck. How do you like Control Woodland so far? It's okay because people are bad. Once people start getting better at the game, the deck is gonna fall off. That's my opinion. Yeah. I might just play 3 cards here. We have 8 cards. The next time an enemy receives a boost, destroy that unit itself. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So, if I open Black Blood and he plays Philavandrel, will it kill one of his cards in his hand and give me card advantage? Well, not card advantage, but you understand. He's not gonna try it, is he? Can you just Philavandrel? That's a terrible play. Why would you do that? It'll kill all his cards? No, that's not how that works. Why would you sapper? Okay. He's like, I see artifact, I remove artifact, gotta go!
Not to help one or the other.
Go, go, go! You also should have Ida. Some play Ida, some don't. Some play Frenzy Dow instead. Yeah, he could be playing Ida and Dow. He could go nuts on it.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Bart.
Nice medic. I mean, points don't matter. Alright, we need Sea Hill and Caretaker. Easy clap. No. Nice. Yeah, probably don't want the Witcher. Caretaker clap. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We have 1 epidemic and no sword. I mean, we have Sea Hill, but Sea Hill's gonna get smashed out of existence. He'll have 2 bombers. Bombers can't remove your opponent's artifacts. Doesn't work like that. You can't bomber your opponent artifacts. That would be bonkers. So what happens if you have multiple boosted cards? I don't know. I don't know what happens if Black Blood, if like 2 cards get boosted. So if I play Black Blood and go Yen positive, how does that work? Why do you play this card? I'll use 2 ticks. It's very obvious that I'm setting up an epidemic, but my guess is he has more artifact removal. There's a neutral bomber. Oh, that bomber? Like Bomb Heaver? No one plays that card. Card blows. I mean, no one plays it in Squay at all. It's a good card and like Nilfgaard.
Now we will see who
Like Camby? We were playing Camby. Alright, if he has artifact removal, I kinda lose. Just don't lose forehead. Should have epied? No. Because we can set up a nice epi next turn. Why not take the board clear? I don't wanna. Not good enough. We have to get super greedy because we missed on this. Alright, I need you not to play Frenzied Dow. Or we lose. If you play Frenzied Dow and Ida and double Sapper, we lose. I'll concede. Frenzied Dow. Well, no, he wouldn't play Frenzied Dow. If he played Frenzied Dow, he would have already played it. Because Ida can go boost, whereas Frenzied Dow was always removing artifacts. So he doesn't have Frenzied Dow in hand. This is all assuming he's playing correctly, which isn't necessarily an assumption you can make. Do we take this epi? It's a 12. It's not, I mean, it's okay. Make all his cards 5? That's gonna take forever. Alright. It's gonna take forever.
Nigh is the time of the white
Okay.
and white.
We're getting there. Does he have no Squirtle units in his hand? 3 damage. The question is do we ping the Ithlin? So, I don't know. The problem with pinging Ithlin, we have to get greedy. We have to assume. So the problem is, all he has to do is play a card below 5. Or, yeah, literally a card below 5 and I'm screwed. But I guess we have to believe in the heart of the gods. This is so stupid.
Yes, one.
Oh, it's happening. Whee! It's decent.
I'd fail men herreth den verde.
We make the assumption that his last card has damage attached to it, and we play this.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
I'm too old for this shit.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Jeez. Oh, we had to get so greedy on that epidemic.